Up next, I head from the mountains back to Sydney's beautiful beaches for a good old-fashioned swim with an underwater drone.
My vision would be to make the underwater more accessible to people, and eventually maybe even living underwater. I would love to do that.
San Francisco is nice and all, but if you're a techie looking for somewhere good to live, why not pick this? It's not cold and foggy with rivers of urine cascading down hilly streets. It's sunshine and beaches, real, amazing beaches intertwined throughout Sydney's suburbs. And just about everyone at the beaches is beautiful because the sharks only eat the ugly people. Some Aussies are even lucky enough to work out here. And that's why I've turned up in the eastern suburbs of Sydney at Clovelly Beach to meet with a company called Abyss Solutions.
I just had this gut feeling that, this is where things are going to be going. The underwater world hasn't been explored, and exploration is my passion.
Abyss Solutions is a young startup founded in 2014 by a mix of Australians and immigrants. The company's CEO, Nasir Hassan, grew up in Pakistan, and his co-founder, Masood Naqshbandi, came from Afghanistan. Together, the young men have advanced degrees in fields like machine learning and material science. Now they're looking to combine the latest in underwater drones, mapping software, and data analysis, hoping to learn more about bodies of water. Huge progress has been made already with this type of drone technology when it comes to analyzing the Earth. The work being done by Abyss, though, marks the first stage of a similar undersea journey.
This is an aquatic drone. This has got a 100-meter depth rating. There's the battery chambers, a pan-tilt zoom camera so it can move up and down. It's got a bunch of lasers.
When I think of, you see Jacques Cousteau or whoever, exploring underwater, I mean, it's like some crazy submarine contraption, or it's these divers that are staying under for a long time. It seemed like this would be a low-cost way to do a lot of that type of work.
There's the human cost of it as well, because these divers, when they go into work, they go into really dangerous environments. Like sometimes they go into sewage lagoons, which is really nasty, and it smells and it's horrible. And they really put their lives at risk. So this is a perfect example of robotic solutions, where a simple robot can do the job just equally as well.
While the electronics are relatively straightforward, the software needed to clean up images, analyze surfaces, and map otherwise invisible terrain proves tricky to build. The key to Abyss's technology is the way in which they blend thousands of images together and then precisely spot something like a crack in a bridge.
You can see 3D models of the ship hull or the dam wall. So we can say, hey, at this location, there's a little crack in the hull.
The Abyss engineers have to direct the drone today. Next up, they want to make it fully autonomous and rig the device with a bevy of sensors.
Deep sea is a bit away, but that's what I'm really interested in. That's where my passion is. I want to be able to develop sensors that will help us explore the ocean. And my vision would be, beyond robotics, to make the underwater world more accessible to people, and eventually maybe even living underwater. Possibilities are endless.
Are you going to live underwater?
I would love to do that.
Abyss has received help from tech incubators funded by local companies and universities, which is an example of Australia starting to mimic Silicon Valley in a successful way. With a bit of luck and some more hard work, Aquaman over here may soon get to live out his dreams.